here with Lee Pulliam. We're all chilling in the rain right here.
Oh, that's awesome.
The only excitement we've had is drivers meeting. Didn't they have a new rule come up this morning?
Yeah, no tape on the grills again. So don't know what that's all about. And they had a big old rule about something about sway bars. They're gonna change that for next year. So you know, that's part of racing. They like changing stuff, try to save money, but you know. Sometimes you wonder if it does or don't. But
yeah, does it actually save money? The sway bar rule, they're going on a size or something on it?
Everybody's already got all these sway bars out, and this is late model stock racing. People spend money to run up front, and when you get all that stuff and then it's just obsolete, it's just sitting in your shop collecting dust because they don't allow you to run it. It's kind of crazy, but you know, if they went up and down pit road, they'd find a lot of people have these bars that they want to outlaw, and it's just part of racing.
Yeah, and we're sitting here in the rain, and you come and tested earlier this week, where you said the car was pretty good, wasn't it?
Yeah, I was real happy. We tested Monday, and you know, me and HC did a lot of work on it. Kind of went back in the setup book, and you know, guys done a phenomenal job. The car was really good, handled on the apron pretty good. Kind of a little worried about this water. Hope it don't mess up the bottom line, but you know, during the race it'll come back. We drew first to qualify today, so I don't know how that'll be in the water, but as long as we get in the top 15, the car's going to race really good. And just that's the main thing. It's got a real good package right now, and you know, just really thankful for everything we've got.
Yeah, and you've had in this track, a lot of people that don't know, this track's bad about weeping some water when you get a lot of rain. We hadn't rained a whole lot, but you've had to deal with it this year before already. You think that's a little advantage though, maybe for other people, new people that's come up here to race?
Yeah, you know, we all can get around it through that racing. The main thing is hitting your marks. Qualifying, it really takes your mark away. Qualifying, you're getting every ounce of the car. A lot of nights I'm sideways, getting in the corner, just getting all I can get out of it. When you have water out there on the racetrack, man, that sideways can be a little hairy there for a while. So, you know, either I'm really good in the water or I'm really bad. It's one of the two. It's not no in between. I just love getting all the speed I can get out of my race car, and just you know, I like being on the edge, and that water sometimes will put you over it.
Here's Brandon Dean, still waiting on the track to dry. What are we doing here, man, while it's raining?
Well, I'm about to go get a pork chop sandwich, but I don't know. I guess we're just going to watch them try to dry it off. Hopefully get practice in.
Yeah, and you didn't come up here and test any this week. You just showed up and figured practice today be enough?
Yeah, but it's every time we come up here and not test, we only get about 8 or 10 minutes of practice. I think it happened last year also, so I guess we're just going to wing it.
Well, that just makes you get up on the wheel a little bit more, doesn't it?
Yeah, exactly. The driver has to make up for that.
Yeah, and they had to. Everybody's talking about, Lynn, you know, having the rule changes on sway bars, and they got the tape here. What's your take on that whole thing?
He's messing up more than I think he realizes, honestly. That's a big issue, and I don't know. I hope he don't do anything too drastic. I think he'll lose a lot of people to maybe UARA or whatnot.
Well, since last time you were out at Motor Mile, you had a good top 5 run going, like you've hit something here late in the season here for the Sellers.
Oh yes, you know, definitely breaking my wrist at the beginning of the year did not help, so that was kind of a huge setback, but when we were at Motor Mile, I really enjoyed that racetrack, and you know, we've only been there one other time before, and it's just, the car was just set up so perfectly on September 11th. It was awesome. I had a really good time at Motor Mile Speedway.
Yeah, so far in practice, is the car pretty good today here?
Yes, the car's been pretty good. You know, we haven't had necessarily the fastest times, but what we start off with is what we end with after, you know, the last time we went out for 22 laps and we were the same times as when we started as when we ended. You know, and that's always a good thing that we're not losing speed.
Here, Brandon Butler, you're one of the fastest cars here in practice today. You had a really fast car at Barnesville. You're disappointed. You had to run through the heat race and probably burn your car up a little more than you wanted to. How important is it to be up front here today?
Well, it's always important to get a good qualifying spot if you can. I tell you, this Tire X McRae Electric Chevrolet is pretty darn good. We're not quite the fastest thing here, but we're one of the fastest 5 or 6, I think. And on a long run, I think we're as good as anybody. So we'll see how it plays out here soon. It's kind of funny. We went out first at Martinsville to qualify, and I'm going out last here. So we're on the opposite end of the spectrum. So hopefully we'll have a little better results.
Yeah, and being a veteran, you don't race all the time, but it seems like these longer races with your patience suits you a lot better than others?
Well, I'd like to think so anyway. You know, we've done a lot of these long races over the years and been fortunate in a lot of them. You know, the biggest thing with these races is you got to pick and choose your battles. You know, you can't get after it too much early, and you don't want to put yourself in any bad positions because you got to be there at lap 300 to have a shot.
Here, Mark McFarland driving for Derek, one of Derek Lancaster's cars. Hadn't been in the car in a while. How quick's has this been coming back to you?
It's pretty good. We were able to come here and test, and it looked pretty good. So looking forward to the race, get out there and get some laps. Just fun coming back here to South Boston. I really haven't been here since 2003, so good to come back.
How's the car been so far as you look forward to qualifying here today?
It's pretty good. I think we got probably a 5th to 6th place car right now. We made a few changes here now. Just trying to make it a little better. It ain't quite perfect, but we're going to try to make it the best we can.
Here with Steve Falk, pretty quick here today. How's the car going? You fixing to qualify? What do you think you do with them?
I don't know. It's been an interesting afternoon. We've changed carburetors, spark plugs, checked valve springs. The track just seems like it's really, really slow. Because you're just out there digging, and you know it's not a fast lap, and the guy tells you it's slow. I don't know. It's gonna be interesting. I know the track's really cold. It's hard to get. It seems like everybody takes 5 laps to get going. At least for me, I hope it's everybody at least. So we'll see what happens in qualifying. I guess something I can do to get the tires worked in. Hopefully it works. But definitely the second lap's going to be the best lap for everybody.
You're Justin Snow, 2010 Limited Late Model Champion here at South Boston, running the big end-of-the-year late model race here. How's the car been going into qualifying here?
Well, we came and practiced a couple days last week, and track had a ton of grip, and we had a lot of speed out of the car, but here today it seems like the track has slowed down a little bit, and I think everybody's fighting the front end sliding getting in and the back end sliding getting off. Just seems like the grip levels dropped considerably, and I think that's because we had that little bit of rain and got some humidity that's kind of hanging in the air. But now that the sun's come out and started burning it off and it's starting to clear up a little bit, I think the track might grip back up a little bit.
Yeah, and it's been cloudy about all day. Now it looks like the sun's going to be beating down for quite a little bit, and the track's sitting there. How much do you think it's going to change the track as you got qualifying?
I think it's going to change it considerably because, normally in the summertime when it's real hot, when the sun comes out, you want cloud cover to cool it off. But seeing as how it's as cool as it is, I actually think some heat in the track would be the best thing, to get the tires to grip. So we'll just have to see, and hopefully we'll come out with a good qualifying effort.
Here with Scott Turtle. Look, he's making lunch, cutting an onion, doing it all. How's the car here today, man?
It's pretty good. We're just a little snug in the middle, and not too bad up off the corner, but on older tires we're able to do 16 teens and O's and stuff like that, and we tried to put on new tires and tightened up a little too much for us, but hopefully we get that adjusted right, and when it comes qualifying we can get the extra speed we're looking for out of it. I think if we can get into the low 70s, I'll feel pretty good about getting the top 15, not the top 5, but top 15.
Yeah, and that top 15, they've kind of threw everybody for a loop here. What they're doing, they're going to start all the cars, but you're still going to have to run a heat race if you don't make it top 15. How do you find the balance between running wide open to get a good spot and not tearing your car, knowing you're going to be in the race anyway if you do have to run a heat race?
Yeah, I don't know about that. I mean, I guess you just run what you feel like your car will give you, and I mean, the race is the one that pays. The heat races don't. If you're wrecking out in the heat race, there ain't no point in that. But I think, I mean, you're gonna have to buy 4 new tires anyway. So every position in the heat race is 2 or 3 on the track. When it comes time to the race. So I'll probably try to push and see what I can do in the first part of the heat, and then just ride for the rest, I guess. But I mean, if you're in the show, you're in the show. Doesn't matter.
Yeah, but you're not planning on running a heat race, are you?
Not planning on running it, man. But me and qualifying don't always go too well together.
Here with Philip Morris. That Foyne boy's becoming a nuisance to you there, isn't he?
Either that or he's just good luck for me. Sitting on the pole has been good for him, but sitting outside pole's been awful good for us. And I'm just glad we're on the outside. The cars ran good all day. Clarence Steakhouse 26 is just as good as anybody here on the long run. and that's what we focused on today. We didn't really buy tires and do sticker runs and try to focus on sitting on the pole. So 150 laps, a break, and then another 150. I think it's just going to who's ever got the best car is going to win.
Yeah, now starting off the year up here, you've always been good here. You got track championship, but it wasn't the same old Philip Morris we've seen up here. But as the year's gone on, you finally got a win there at the end of the year. You feel the car is better right now than it has been all year here?
Yeah, working with HC Sellers has really picked our program up, and I've worked with them now. This will be the third event here at South Boston, and we went from a second to a first, and hopefully a first way out front or something better than it was last time. And obviously, I believe it is. I think that we helped the car quite a bit today, and the guys worked really hard. We threw sway bars, springs, cross, track bar, everything that you could do to a car. We did it today, and we really hung it out there. I think that was pretty bold for us to do because we came up with something we think is a lot better than we had last time we were here.
Yes, sir, buddy. Yes, sir. Great job, boy. Great job, boy. Way to go, man. Way to go. Way to go.
Thank you, sir.
Hey, man, come here and talk. You're making a habit out of this. Second big race of the year, 2 in a row right here.
Yes, sir. Thank you.
Oh, okay.
Thank everybody for all the support, man. It's pretty awesome. You know, to be on the front row of Philip Morris again here in my backyard, South Boston, man. I love this place. It's my home track. They own our turf now, and you know, we got a really good package on the long run, and man, I'm more excited about this car 300 laps into the race than I am qualifying. And you know, I said the same thing about Martinsville. We had a little electrical problem there. I thought we was gonna have a real good shot fighting Philip for the win there. So you know, we got to make the most of it here. Long race, got to stay out of trouble. You know, just man, it's pretty exciting right now. To be sitting on the pole 2 big races in a row, man, it's just humbling, man. It's a dream come true for me.
Yeah, you were talking about the electric part at Martinsville. You knew that car was good there. I'm figuring y'all went over this car real good since then, didn't you?
Yeah, I gotta thank Mel Perry from Mel's Ignitions. He come down to my shop, volunteered, drove down there about 75 miles one way, and he stayed there at that shop. He replaced everything on that car. Coil, distributor, plug wires, plugs. I mean, just everything we could think of that it might be. We went through it, and if it happens again, you know, it's just it ain't for lack of trying. And you know, that I got to give a big thanks to him. He put a lot of hours in. Just all these guys, HC Sellers, phenomenal race car, front row again. Just really fun right now.